the world in terms of judgment. Let's watch it.
For example, how about the middle finger? It's everywhere. Profanity, even on billboards, in our advertisements. Our sad time and a sign of the times, a sign for sure of social degradation. Words, excuse us again, like hell, damn, or bitch or shit were once off limits, but are now considered too mild to even care about it. It gets directly past the censors. Now it gets worse from there. Are Christians okay with this? Heaven isn't. During exorcisms, one hears the same kind of foul language from demons. The Bible tells us without a doubt profanity is comparable to malice and slander, and it should never be repeated, and contradicts blessing, a principal act of Christ's followers. In Colossians chapter 3, verse 8, we read, "But now put them all away, anger, wrath, malice, slander, and foul talk from your mouth." The Catechism doesn't explicitly list every vulgar word or swear term as a sin, but following the second commandment of the Ten Commandments, it majorly does condemn the misuse of God's name, which also means that of Jesus, and language that is disrespectful, abusive, or otherwise intended to scandalize others, and encourages purity of heart and modesty and expression, which includes speech. The Virgin Mary, whose very countenance is that of purity, has not given direct teachings on profane and vulgar language in the way scripture or formal church teachings might, but numerous Marian apparitions, especially approved or widely regarded ones, have strongly warned against impure, irreverent, or blasphemous speech. Here are notable instances and themes. The first example is taken from Our Lady of La Salette in France in 1846. The Virgin Mary lamented, in quote, "Those who drive the carts cannot speak without putting the name of my son in the middle. These are the two things which make the arm of my son so heavy." Now, this refers to blasphemy and working on Sundays, which she said were causing divine punishment. She emphasized how grievously God is offended when people use his name in vain or in other vulgar contexts. The second example is from Our Lady of Fatima in Portugal in 1917. Though she didn't mention profanity directly in this apparition, the Virgin called for reparation for sins, especially against God and the Immaculate Heart. Blasphemy, irreverence, and careless use of holy things, including language, are to be commonly understood to be included in these sins. Lucia, who is the primary seer, later described the Virgin's call for the faithful to stop offending God, which many theologians interpret to include profanity, swearing, and blasphemous speech. The third example is Our Lady of Medjugorje. In messages attributed to the Virgin Mary, there have been frequent calls for purity of heart and of speech. For example, "Dear children, let your speech be prayer. Let everything you do and say be guided by love." Please stay and join us for the prayers and intentions of the ceasement of profane language and prayer for people who are caught in this sin.